Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dan from DHTV, and today we have the iPhone 16 Pro in Desert Titanium, basically the gold this year. And this, in my opinion, is the biggest update for an iPhone since the iPhone came out. I'm going to explain that a little bit later in this video, and I'm also going to show you how this gold color looks in different light. Let's get started. And there it is, the Desert Titanium gold color. And like I thought in the past, it picks up color from the setting around you. You can see it's kind of turning a little bit red when I point it to the back where it's a red wall. But we'll take a closer look at the color a little bit later. You do get a USB-C charger here, and if you have an iPhone that's built outside of the US or for countries outside the US, you do get a SIM card ejection tool. Next, we have the manuals here, and unfortunately there's no Apple stickers this time around and no power brick. So keep that in mind. You do need to purchase a power brick if you don't have one already. Now, while the iPhone's booting up, let's take a closer look around the phone, starting on the right side where you have the all-new camera control button. And as much as Apple doesn't want to call it that, it is a button. If you press, you can hear it click, and I'll be showing you everything that you can do with this new button on my channel. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe. Above the camera control is your power button, or side button as Apple calls it. Over to the left side, you have your action button, volume rockers, and if you have an iPhone that was built outside of the US, you'll be able to have access to a SIM card tray where you can use a physical SIM card with your iPhone. Over to the front side, you'll notice the extremely thin bezels, and Apple says these are the thinnest bezels of any Apple product. You also notice a larger screen compared to the iPhone 15 Pro. This one comes in at 6.3, where the 15 Pros came in at 6.1. Over to the back side of the phone, we have the updated triple camera setup here for the iPhone 16 Pros. This is the two 48 megapixel cameras, one Fusion 24mm, the ultra wide 13mm, and then you also have a 12 megapixel 5x telephoto lens, and the camera now has a 10x optical zoom range. On the bottom, you have your built-in microphone, your USB-C port for charging and file transfer, and you have built-in stereo speakers right there. Lastly, if you look at the top of the iPhone closely, you'll see a little hole there. That's actually a stereo speaker with a built-in microphone as well. Now let's take a look at the actual Desert Titanium color, and this is under my studio lights. You can see it almost has a creamy, very, very low tint to it on the back glass. The sides, however, which are the titanium, show the gold color or the Desert Titanium color much, much better. And that tends to be the case with iPhones, especially the gold color. Whereas if you have something yellow or whatever close by, you can see it picks up that tint on the back glass. Taking it around a room with the window facing the back of the phone, you can see it's picking up the gray from the wall. It's also picking up some of the sun's color, so it's kind of like a yellowish gray. Taking it outside, I see it as pink. I don't know what it is, but it has a rose gold kind of tint to it, more of a white in certain scenarios. The sun's kind of right on it right now, and you can see how it looks. That's with the sun right on the back, almost white. I'm walking with it right now, and the sun's behind me, and it's kind of to the left. You can see I turned it, and it's picking up now the color from the bricks on the wall. Inside, I'm just going to go through a spin here. So there's a window behind. You can see the shadow. You can see now it's picking up from the window. And then here it's picking up the reddish color from the brick. And now the shadows, again, make it look almost gray. Now, if you're on the fence about updating your iPhone, I strongly recommend you take a close look at the iPhone 16 Pro. The new button on the side gives it something different from the previous 15 Pro, but the big change is the Apple Intelligence, and I think that is the biggest update for an iPhone since the iPhone came out. And the reason for that is when you think about how the iPhone changed the world in terms of adding in touch capabilities to a screen and typing on a screen, we use tactical phones and flip phones, and this really took computing into your hands. So AI being able to literally take people's jobs these days is going to be so powerful when it's in the palm of your hand. If you miss out on that, it's like missing out on the internet when it first came out. That's just my opinion, but you can get Apple Intelligence with the iPhone 15 Pro models as well. But if you don't have one of these two, you won't get it. And it's unfortunate because I do believe the iPhone 14s should have been able to handle this as well. So that was my unboxing of the iPhone 16 Pro. I really think this is the best time to upgrade if you have an iPhone 14 or later. You could even upgrade to the iPhone 15 Pro models and still take advantage of everything. If you have an iPhone 15 Pro, don't even bother to upgrade. There really isn't too much to it unless you just love to have the latest and greatest, like a new little button on the side. Thanks for watching. As usual, I'll be posting tons of tips, tricks, tutorials, and everything you need to learn about the new iPhone 16, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max so you could get the most out of it. Tons of videos are coming up, so don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell notification box to be notified when I post new videos. And if you have a question or comment, let me know in the comments below. I try to respond to every comment that comes my way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.